Video game designers. These are the people who design gameplay by coming up with the idea, then setting up the rules and structures of the game. The game designer is usually part of a creative team with a lead designer who coordinates the work of others. The lead designer is the idea person. He or she writes the blueprint on how the game works. Another member of a video game design team is a writer who comes up with the script, words that are actually used in the game, things the characters say, the written rules, and copy for the packaging. One very important team member is the artist, the person who creates the visual aspects of the game. And while the lead designer coordinates the work, the lead programmer generally develops the storyline. Other programmers develop the software or the game or the code, including the game engine, sound, user interface, or what you see, the feedback system, what you see after you've committed some act, and the game tools. And the team is rounded out with the person who determines the levels of the game and testers who make sure the game works.
Game design, it depends on how big the group is, or like it could be 1 or 2 person, but most days today is like over like 30 people working on a game. And usually the process starts out like small people, like maybe 5 to 10 people, say I have a game idea. And from there, they kind of like sit around and talk like, what should this game do? Should this game be a platform game? Should it be a 3D game? Or like, who's it for also? So for the for young men or young girls or all ages.
To be a video game designer, you'll need a wide range of skills, especially writing and speaking skills, so people will understand your directions. You'll also need to know computer programming if you want to be part of the technical team. Even designers need to understand the technology. It pays to be a problem solver too. There are always situations that require analysis of what has been done and what can be done to correct it. And you need to be flexible because sometimes stories or ideas need to be changed because of design flaws. You'll need to take the college prep or college tech prep curriculum. Because game designers do a lot of writing, try to excel in English courses. Because games tell a story, you need to understand literary-like character, plotline, theme, and setting. You also need to be a careful proofreader. You'll also need to take art courses, computer programming, creative writing, drawing, and painting, and graphic design.
Explore like free game editors, and a game editor is what makes the game doing that. Whether you're interested in programming, art, or music, and sound, everyone can be part of the game design process. One thing is like, I tell students to look in high school is like understand on the art side is understand Photoshop, understand imagery, understand color and how does color go together, understand like a composition, basic composition out there. One thing about game design also that these days, a lot of software is free that is used in the industry. So for me, I always tell them it's like find out like what something you're comfortable with and just go with it and play around with it. And the best way to learn is basically to experiment.
While a college degree isn't required, many video game designers hold bachelor's degrees or associate degrees. There are a few Ohio colleges that offer degrees in computer design. So how much money do video game designers make?
The job market for game designers is very well depending on what they want to do. Usually the programmers get paid the most. They get anywhere from, depending which company, anywhere from 60 up to 3-figure salary. Then for like art or animation or special effects artists, anywhere from 40 up to 80,000 start. It all depends where you're living, what studio you're working for. But if you're your own company, it might be a lot less.
You can also find similar work as a computer programmer, graphic designer, game tester, game writer, or game artist. These colleges in Ohio offer programs for those interested in creating video games.